video came out today, and I gotta tell you, I don't know if it's directed at me, or Repsion, or Don't Stand So Close to Me, or any of the other people out there, but I'm just gonna go and assume that it's directed at pretty much all of us. In fact, I'll go so far as to assume he probably thinks we're all the same person. Anyway, it's full of more excuses and more justifications as to why you can't be an asshole, but he's allowed to be an asshole, and he's already gone and done the pretty huge asshole thing. As you can see, he's comments approval only, basically. So, you know, if you have a voice of dissenting opinion, you're not allowed it. And yet, at the same time, he does the complete opposite of that. So he'll say that we're bastards for trying to get people to look at things one way, you know, and he'll do the same thing, and yet that's not wrong because he's doing it. That doesn't even make sense. Well, I guess that's the point. It's not supposed to make sense. It's just a superiority complex, but whatever. Let's do this video before I run out of time, before I even hit play.
Hey guys, if you didn't know, I've actually had this little stalker on YouTube for a while, and he's a
You've had plenty. Not just one, you've had plenty.
Pretty creepy dude. He's made a lot of videos about me, and it's kind of disgusting. Anyway, so...
It's disgusting. So me making videos is disgusting, but people being genocided in the world isn't disgusting? I mean, now, of course, that's not an argument you brought, but I find it funny that me making videos on the internet, you're trying to make it sound, at least, worse than that. That's fucking brilliant.
Something this creepy dude did was wrote my in-laws about what a terrible person he believes me to be. And you know what my in-laws did? Well, they told my wife what happened and conveyed the message that it creeped them out. So,
well, here's where I have to make a statement about that. No one in my group will take responsibility for that. I'm not taking responsibility for that. I know Repsion isn't going to take responsibility for that. And as far as I know, Just Don't Stand So Close to Me won't take responsibility for that either. Why? Because we didn't write that message. I think it's fucking hilarious that you get hate mail from people like this and instantaneously want to lump it off on people who aren't responsible for these sorts of things. I'll troll you left and fucking right, but when it comes to things like that, oh, you would know if it was from me or not. So you don't need to sit there behind the veil of anonymity and just say that, oh, I just have to assume it's somebody. I'm not taking responsibility for that, and neither is anyone I know, because as far as any of us can tell, no one we're aware of that we work with was the one who sent that. But whoever did, you can feel free to come clean to us. We will not be mad at you at all. Secondly, I'd like to say it kind of sounds like you're a little guilty sounding from having a message like that sent. Because, you know, you don't have anything to hide. The cops show up to your place after you have a fight with Shiloh and you move to L.A. the next day. Clearly you don't have anything to hide. No. I bet you locked that motherfucking place up like a fortress when you left, too. Right on, dipshit.
A total stranger contacts my in-laws acting as if he knows more about me than they do, even though he's never met me, meanwhile they have.
Well, you know what? You're leaving your entire life on the internet. Let's face it, your life really revolves around nothing else. I have a life outside of this bullshit. I have a job outside of this bullshit. I have responsibilities out the ass outside of this bullshit. So, what do you want to fucking tell me on that premise? You know, I don't have to meet you to know you because you put your life everywhere you could. You spilled it out on your old website so you didn't have to, like, meet people or something. You got kind of some kind of sort of social awkward issue or whatever. You know, if you didn't want people to get to know you through that basis, you wouldn't have done that. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense, does it?
A lot of weird perceptions about me out there, however, the truth is also out there. If you go to Anicia...
Oh, fuck yeah, the truth is out there. You just have to have a little Orphan Annie decoder ring. You want to send me that? You want to tell me to drink my fucking Ovaltine too and tell me that's the truth? Why don't you just admit it? You're an asshole and you're terrible to people, and people are starting to wake up to it again, like they always perpetually do every now and then. But at this point, you've done it so many fucking times that people are just realizing that's just who you are. You know? They are. I mean, yes, my videos will give that an extra push every now and then, but so fucking what? You know, I love how you think that it was my life's goal to ruin you. You're still the one fucking engaging in this behavior, and you're not going to change it anytime soon. Like you said in the video I put up yesterday, I'm trying to become a better person and learn from my mistakes. Dude, these are not mistakes. They're not lapses in judgment. You're actively aware of what you're doing, and you're completely cognizant of it the entire time. Forgetting to pick someone up after an event or something when you promised them to, and you're like 20 minutes late, that's a lapse in judgment. That's a mistake. On purposely moving someone out of their country of origin or their state of origin to where you live and fucking with their head for months on end, that's not a lapse in judgment. That's not a mistake. That's completely intentional. And I don't think that anyone with a fucking brain in their head would believe that for a second. That is a mistake. But yeah, sure.
You'll find that I actually address quite a few important issues that people bring up. I think
but the fucking shitty part is they're all from you. You're the guy who shit all over your ex's Google Plus because you wanted the truth to be known, you fucking asshole. So please, as long as you get the truth from a fully biased source, it's true. But if you get it from anybody else, it's a lie. I mean, don't you kids see a problem with that? If it comes from him, it's true. If it comes from somebody else, it's a lie. But if it comes from him, then you're taking it from an already biased source, because it's not like he's going to want to lie about himself. So, again, fail. Fucking fail. Where's my red flag I can throw out? The fail flag.
Significant problem that people have online is not only demonizing each other and jumping to black and white scenarios rather than looking at the gray areas.
Yeah, like you just did, thinking that I or Repzion or anyone we know was the one who sent that fucking message, so nice job. Bravo, fuckhead. If I had a third hand, I'd be clapping right now at the failure of that. So, I mean, that's literally what you just did a minute ago. You fucking blame people who aren't responsible for something by jumping to a conclusion.
But also a huge problem exists where people consistently remove themselves from reality. I can say something like drinking...
Oh, I can remove myself from reality, and you're the man who wanted to start his own fucking religion at 17 and lives in a fantasy land where fucking with young kids' heads is completely not morally reprehensible. Right on.
Responsible, and you're setting yourself up for a lot of risks when you do that, and someone can twist those words into saying that I support rape.
You do! You don't see a big problem with it. You even said that you wouldn't stop a rapist and a murderer from hurting your wife by killing the guy. You've said that. Fuck, you know what? I'll actually make a video that points that out. You still have that up, shithead. I hope you still have that up at least, because I goddamn remember seeing it.
The fact that I've made, I don't know how many, quite a few videos against rape. Some people...
Well, so what? People can make videos against something. It doesn't really mean that they're actually against it, for Christ's sake. You can make thousands of videos saying that you're anti-meat eating, like you have, and then you get a picture put up of you having a burger or eating at Taco Bell. You want to explain that, fuckwit? It kind of sounds like a little bit of inconsistency here.
Agree with me when I say rape is worse than murder, but that's just how I feel. Molestation and rape, a lot of people belittle it, but the reality is that a lot of people can't easily get over it. For some...
Oh, so you want people to easily get over being murdered? Well, I guess they don't have a choice. They're fucking dead. But secondly, I mean, what the hell? The family's supposed to just instantly get over murder. It's like, you're like a fucking Tumblr feminazi, because you think that rape as an offense is worse than the destruction of all sentient life simultaneously. It's a terrible thing. But is it worse than murder? Not really. They're basically in the same category. At least I would think so. You can't, separate and categorize things like this. Well, I mean, if you're him, you can, because it's retarded, but...
It haunts them their entire life, so it's like an ongoing torture. Not to mention the other forms of psychological damage that can occur. But
the same kind of psychological damage that spending 5 minutes in a room alone with this guy could probably give you.
That's just my opinion. The most significant aspect of me saying rape is worse than murder is that I believe that rape should be more highly punished than murder. Good.
What was that little bullshit that popped up there at the bottom? I'm specifically talking about individuals who are told no but ignore it and force sex. Well, okay, so you're talking about rapists. So you didn't need to reiterate that, but, you think you can be a psychologist because you know what reiterate means, right?
more highly punished than murder. Good people have killed others.
So what you should punish rapists more than murderers. So murderers shouldn't get the death penalty, rapists should. I think they both should, personally, but okay.
In moments of passion. But there's not a single good person in this world who has ever raped someone.
Oh, when the fuck? You see, The Amazing Atheist did that argument, and Gary tore it apart in a video, and I remember seeing it. I just wish the second part was still up, but when his website got screwed up a couple of months back, they lost it, but basically it went like this, oh God, holy fuck, you just made me lose my train of thought.
In this world who has ever raped someone. And that's kind of what
okay, yeah, heat of the moment crap. Yeah, heat of the moment crap doesn't fucking exist, okay? And I'll tell you why. Because most people that murder, they had one straw pulled too many. All right, it was the one straw pulled, the next straw pulled, and eventually they get to the last one and the camel's back breaks and they just fucking murder someone because they don't care anymore. All right? Yeah, if I caught somebody fucking my woman, I'd beat the shit out of that person. I wouldn't kill them because that's just not how my psychology works. And the vast majority of people don't work that way either. So that's bullshit on you, and it's bullshit on people who think that is what happened. The guy was probably in a terrible relationship, and he probably hated his wife, and he just didn't give a shit anymore, and he was looking for a fucking reason to kill his wife and kill someone else, because that's how stupid fucking humans work. It's just one straw pulled too many. And you kind of are giving me a look of the person that would kind of do that, because if you're going to be willing to scream at a little dog and throw fucking glass sheets off your roof around it, you really obviously don't care too much about sentient beings around you.
People are still calling me a rape apologist.
Because you are one. You don't find it all that bad in reality. You've proven this. You're only saying it's bad now because people called you what the fuck you are. I don't even think you really knew what a rape apologist was before people started pointing out that, you kind of justify in your own fucked up mind what people like that do.
I think a rape apologist is what a lot of people think it is. Rape apologism is when someone says rape isn't really rape.
And this is the first time he actually looks up the definition of what people are calling him. I'm sure of it.
Rape is not really that bad. So in what way have I said rape isn't really that bad?
You said it wasn't bad enough to be worth killing someone over. You said, while you were still with your ex-wife in a video, that if a man broke into your house and threatened your wife's life and threatened your life and he was raping your wife, you wouldn't kill that bastard because you didn't want the blood on your hands from taking the life of another human being. And if it was this experiment where, I don't remember which psychologist proposed this experiment, but it's a psychological experiment. If certain people were in danger, would you sacrifice one to save the many? And you were basically getting into the category of being a total inert sociopath by not sacrificing any of them, thinking that it was a crisis of conscience, which is bullshit. If somebody had to go to save all those lives, then yeah, I would I would say, look, I'm sorry, but many lives would be spared. And just to sit there in your weird emotionless way that you edited the video with all this style bullshit, to say that you wouldn't do that, fuck you. So I don't even know why the hell it is you're sticking up for yourself, God damn, you really get the best responses out of me, don't you?
And when have I said rape isn't really...
Okay, what is this bullshit? Fuck you. An ex of mine said she was pressured into sex, but later sent an apology later stating she was wrong for the things she said and proposed we be friends, hang out, and she was in town, gave me her number, I forgave her, but declined her offer to be friends. Yeah, I don't fucking remember that. I honestly believe you pressured her into sex, because since that time that first came out, the story has been the same way. So this just kind of seems like you're covering your ass. You really hurt someone, you stupid fuck. And it doesn't change the fact that you still made their life a living hell. I mean, come on, for God's sake. All your exes are monsters. You're perfect. Some don't sit right about that, does it?
Rape. It doesn't matter how attractive you are. It doesn't matter what you wear. It doesn't matter whether or not you're drunk. Rape is rape, and it's never the victim's fault. Regardless.
What the hell does that have anything to do with me being a stalker, supposedly? All right? I love that title. Just because I make responses on the internet that I'm somehow a stalker. All right, I know you live in Washington. You fucking platitude about it all the time on your fucking Facebook, asshole. All right? So I'm a stalker for knowing that, You could accuse people like don't stand so close to me of the same fucking thing. Are people like not allowed to make responses on the internet? You know, I guess in your mind they would be, because remember, I mean, this bullshit is still sitting on his fucking video right here. But so I'm a stalker. I'm still using these video responses under fair use, okay? Critique, you know, response, it's still fair use. I'm not actually trying to damage your quality of life. You're doing that all on your own. Really. Whether you want to admit that or not.
This video isn't really about this or that. I just wanted to get a few things off my chest and be real with you guys.
You're not going to be real with a person like me who knows exactly what the fuck you are, and it looks like I'm about to pick your fucking hideous nose with my mouse.
As opposed to what I normally do, which is be real with you guys. Anyway, so...
God, I want to punch you in the nuts as hard as possible, you irritating shit-tard.
That's all I had to say. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And to that creepy mofo who won't get the hell out of my life, well, I can at least thank him for the free advertisements. Boob squeeze.
I'm not giving you any free advertisement that you want, and if you think that people, like, don't dislike you, you have, like, 700,000 people that watch your videos, and I think there's just about an equal number of them that think you're a shit-tard. I really wouldn't want to be hated by 700,000 people. That's pretty much about the same amount of people that live in Las Vegas. Actually, that's about 300,000 less. That's a lot of motherfucking people. But, whatever, I don't give a crap. If people want to assume that I'm giving them free promotion or whatever, it's not the promotion or notoriety you want. It's the promotion or notoriety that make people aware of what you are. And to be honest, what do you think? It didn't work in my favor? I've got a partnership from it, fucker. I've gotten 3,000 subscribers from it. I've gotten over 500,000 video views. So if it wasn't really working in my favor, then I probably would have noticed that and given up a long time ago. You can say it's free promotion all you want, but have you ever noticed that you're the one who's about number 300 on the top YouTube subscribers? You're not even in the top 10. You act like a celebrity, and most of the people who are celebrities don't even know who the fuck you are. So, factor that. Asshole.